Hi everyone, today I'm doing a full scenery and I start out by adding some blue to the sky, just very light and loose. And now I'm adding a little bit of shadows at the top, and this is going to be a waterfall scenery, and the waterfall is surrounded by rocks on both sides, so I'm just outlining very loosely the rocks. I'm using black paint to do this, and this is my first layer, so my first layer is always light and loose. So right here I'm adding some of the green and the fall foliage that's surrounding the waterfall, and I'm using sap green, yellow orchid, vermilion red, orange. Once my first layer is dry, I go in with a clean, flat, sturdy brush, and I like to scrub away and soften up any harsh lines that I see and make them softer. So after this step, I'm moving on to the base of the waterfall, and I'm just adding some a mixture of black and sap green to the base of the waterfall, and I use plenty of water to paint the water at the base there. And now I'm using my flat brush also to define the rocks around the waterfall, and I find the flat brush creates really great rock texture. It defines the rocks perfectly. Here I'm taking my small calligraphy brush and I'm going to start outlining the waterfall. So the waterfall remains white, the white of the paper, and what I'll be doing is I'm going to use a technique called painting the negative spaces, and that is how we will define the waterfall, by painting the negative spaces in the waterfall. So you know how the water goes downwards, we're gonna take our brush and we're gonna make downward strokes to make the illusion of the waterfall by doing this. Right here, I'm doing a technique called scrubbing, where I take my flat brush and I wash it, wipe it, and I'm softening up the lines in the base of the waterfall to make the water look more realistic. Right about here, I'm doing some more waterfall details, and the type of consistency of paint is, it's a loose type of consistency, so mix a little more water when you're doing the waterfall details. And this is just black and black mixed with water to create the details in the waterfall. So right here I'm defining the top of the waterfall. So at the top of the waterfall I'm putting black paint down, and I'm trying to make the waterfall texture at the very top of the waterfall. It's darker, so I put a thicker paint at the very top, and I'm also mixing a little bit of Peruvian blue, very light and loose, onto the top of the waterfall there. So now our waterfall is done, and we're going to be adding the details surrounding this waterfall to bring this scenery to life. And to create the details, I'm using a thicker consistency of paint, and I'm just going in back and defining all the yellows and the greens. I'm just using a more thick consistency of paint, and in between the fall foliage there's the dark rocks inside, and the dark rocks is just going to be black and gray pigments in between the fall leaves.